What the fuck is going on? What is they doing? They beating the fuck out of him. They beating him. They just touched him out. They just beating him. No. What the fuck? They just do nothing at all. Hey.
What's up, my PBM family? What's up? Another episode of Old School Cops. My partner Shane is on. He took a day. My partner Shane took a day, so I'm riding one man unit tonight. So listen, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the videos. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe, many years in law enforcement, vice president of a police union, specialized unit, tactical unit, testified in federal court. I had cases go to the Supreme Court, and he said, yo, my boy Joe knows what he's talking about. He knows the law. So it upheld my case. So shout out to your boy on that, because not a lot of cops get the chance to even go to federal court, more or less go all the way to the Supreme Court. Now, I named this particular incident, right, who's the aggressor, right? And I want to get y'all views on this, so I need y'all to chime in on this one, right? So you got an officer walking, then you got a subject with his hands in his pocket, in his waist, both hands, because I'll tell you this because officers are trained to always watch the hands. Always watch the hands. That was on every damn test that you could think of throughout the academy. Always watch your hands, watch the hands. So officer's walking. Subject looks like he was trying to like cut the officer off, walk in his pathway. The officer actually goes around and gets in front of him. Maybe not go around, but was able to continue walking past him. The subject might have said something that, like I keep telling y'all, a lot of these guys got soft feelings and they'll generate from there, and all of a sudden you end up with 4 or 5 officers on your body and they just beating up on you. So y'all really need to be careful when y'all out here testing these dudes. What is the officer wrong? In my view and experience, yes, by far, dead wrong. He's had his hands in his waist. He's kind of walking his path, officer makes it past them, then turns around. And then there's like a challenge there. There's a lot of testosterone on there. Some words was passed, the officer walks up, then he wants to push his hands on them, and he's like, what, don't put my hands on me? And then it escalates there. Then all of a sudden, he tries to throw him on the ground, and then he got thrown to the ground, and he got rushed by like 4 or 5 officers. And I'm going to tell you all about that 4 or 5 officers thing in a minute, because a lot of people don't understand it, so I'm going to break it down for you. To me, I think the officer was dead wrong. And the reason, let me tell you how the correct way, the training way, when you're about to place somebody under arrest, right? And this is why I know, right, that the officer was in his feelings, because he didn't even say anything. He didn't even do anything as far as the proper way on arresting somebody, taking someone into custody. When officers decided that someone has met the elements of arrest, then you advise the subject, look, you're under arrest, put your hands behind your back. You have to allow the individual to surrender to law enforcement. You just don't walk up to somebody, start pushing them, wrestling with them, throw them to the ground, y'all jump on them and just start beating the hell out of them. None of that played out. When you look at the officer's actions, he didn't even tell them, yo, you're under arrest. I didn't even see a violation. I didn't see anything that warranted a criminal charge. The little walk back, yo, what you looking at? It was just dumb, yo. You gotta be the bigger person in that uniform. You got a lot of comments, and I was starting to read the comments and starting to talk to you guys a lot more, which is a good thing. But you got to understand law enforcement, right? Right now, law enforcement, I believe, is at an all-time low when it comes down to the respect of the community, the general public. And the reason for this view or this image, right, is because how they carry themselves, right? How they carry themselves. You got to, if you want to be respected as a highly professional in a good profession, you have to give that presentation to the public, and that's not happening. We see incidents like this. This is sad. People who got beat up and roughed out in school, they say things like, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. That means if the subject didn't come out and antagonize us and be stupid like he was, because the dude was stupid. That was just dumb the way. Who does that? So yes, he was being an idiot, right? The officer just matched his energy as being an idiot as well. Dude, you're a professional police, so you're going to deal with people that are idiots. Like, simple, it's plain. Like, that's what happens when you take this job. You saying I'm a protect, I'm a serve a community, you're a public servant, and you sort of be held to a higher standard. You can't match idiots' energy, because you then become an idiot as well. So when you see things like that, and I see things like, oh, dude, like, come on, you're the professional here. Keep walking. So what? If you want to engage in a conversation about his demeanor, his actions, or something that you felt like kind of, you got every right to talk to anybody. You could talk to anybody. You can have a conversation. Like, it would have been easy for me to handle that. You need help? Like, you running up to me, like, not running, but you walking up to me real quick, like I'm walking. That's normally, as me as police officer, that means somebody needs help. Which I know that's not what it is, but that's just how I would have played it. So I'd be like, he'd be like, I ain't need nothing. So what you walking up on me for? Like, what, you thought I was your pops or something? You want to give me a hug? Like, I was quick with mine. I was ready to, I didn't get my feelings hurt on things like that, because that just leads to now going viral, people quarterbacking at you, internal affairs trying to figure out a lawsuit, citizens have to pay in a huge bill because you got your feelings hurt. If you are a police officer and you get your feelings hurt, this is not the job for you. There's so many ways that you can handle these idiots, and using your authority when you literally had no valid reason to use your authority, because he walked up and said something. Come on, man. Like, you could tell, like, you could just, by the whole body language, by the whole demeanor. And so, cops, bro, stop getting your feelings hurt, people. Your job, right, is to have thick skin. Like, that's a big requirement of wearing that uniform. And I know you're human. I'm human. Yes, people piss me off all the time. But how I responded, dude, I didn't respond in a way to where I'm violating somebody's rights. Taxpayers gonna have to pay a huge bag because some idiot said something that offended me. Like, I wasn't doing that. Never. Taxpayers never had to put together a bag for me and give the idiot some money. Now, what's so crazy? Most of the people don't know, right? This kid survives, right? This encounter, he's gonna get a big payout. And the people that said he deserves it, right, don't realize they're paying him. You dislike this dude so much that you're willing to give him a bag because your high trained professional police officer, right, was in his feelings. Think about that. Think about that. Most people hate the idiots walking around here. They hate them with a passion. They hate them so much that they look past the professional guy who you pay his salary, right? And you expect him to go out and perform at a higher standard. Now, gotten his feelings and crossed the line. But then you turn around and give him a bag. It makes no sense to me. No sense to me. So tell me what you think, man. Like I said, man, this dude was an idiot. Like, chime in, let me know in the video what you think. Please continue, share, subscribe, and like. We gotta get this message out. We gotta get this. I want these messages to go viral, because I want y'all to see this, understand it, and learn from it. You come across an officer who easily gets his feelings hurt, you might not make it home alive. We need to pass that message, man. Watch them cats, bro. It's your boy Joe, and I'll see you next video. Stay safe and see you next time.